What's up with that? I'm offended. I'm offended. I want to talk to you.
He wouldn't be by himself like that.
That's not him. He's smaller. He's getting more.
I mean, we wouldn't see him until he's down the steps. You wouldn't be able to see over the railings.
are what? 5th and 6th?
No, they're way apart. One is finishing 7th, and the other one is finishing 2nd.
New one is close. So he's 8.
He turns 13 in July.
He's husband. 13th September.
Cookie being terrorized by the Cookie Monster.
I like that shirt. Yeah.
My face peeled. Oh no, he didn't tell. He didn't tell me. He just kept looking. My hair was like, oh. So then I just started wearing the
station said no, absolutely not. They said I was a thug. Those words. The director of engineering wanted me fired because I was a thug, because I wore my hat. Meanwhile, we had other photogs like go behind the satellite and do drugs.
Right.
I was a thug. It's like, how do I shoot with my hat forward? I don't know how to do that.
Right, yeah, bumps it.
Yeah. The way they're holding the door.
He's coming down a bit.
I was like, hold the door open.
Yeah, no, he's coming.
Jason. You ain't got your picture taken. I said you ain't got your picture taken, so now you need it.
Yeah, I don't need to be on TV. I'm good. I can cut and paste.
Still photogs in the way. We still have people operating our cameras.
Do you really?
Yeah. 12. He's 5. these tall people in front of him. Yep.
Check, test. How's it going?
Good afternoon. Is everybody ready? I should ask that first, right?
Let me just put this on the governor first, I guess.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. And then we'll.
You know me, they said, media that way. I said, well, I'm going the other way.
Right. Yeah.
But that's all right. They mainly didn't want everybody walking through the building.
So do we take off the mask?
Okay. We've been listening to the governor and following his direction. I think your clip is off here, Eric.
What's up?
Your clip.
Eric's never make
On the line
mistakes.
right there, yeah.
Right here. This is Thank you.
Mr. Fuller.
Hey, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
That's my Roberto Clemente fan back there, along with me. I think I did.
Can I check mine too? Mine's on.
Let me see about it.
Governor, you can just wear a utility belt from now on.
Is that it? Is that you?
They need you up there. Yep.
All right, great.
How we doing here, team?
Thank you.
We good?
Yes, sir.
We good?
It's really very, very nice.
Thank you very much.
Very nice.
All right, you guys set?
Okay, here we go. What's going on?
So excited today to have Governor and Mrs. DeWine at the Greater Cincinnati and Northern Kentucky African American Chamber of Commerce. It's really wonderful, his commitment not only to small businesses, but also to making sure that people get vaccinated. So we had a vaccination activation today where we offered not only Johnson & Johnson, but also the Pfizer vaccine. And we've had a lot of people come by. It's from 12 to 5 today, and so that's been really wonderful. Joining Governor and Mrs. DeWine are Senator Cecil Thomas, who is from the 9th Senate District. Also, Representative Catherine Ingram is here. Hamilton County Treasurer Charles Winburn and Cincinnati City Council member Jan Michelle Lemon Kearney are all here to welcome the governor, along with a host of other people, but those are the elected officials that are here right now. So the governor has agreed to say a few words, and so we're very thankful. And take questions. And so we're very thankful that not only did the governor come, but also Fran DeWine came, and so that's always a special treat.
Thanks, Eric.
Yeah.
Well, Eric, thank you very much. Want to thank the African American Committee, the Chamber for the work they do. Eric was taking me through and kind of telling me some of the things that they've been involved in, and so I appreciate that. Appreciate your work, and very, very, very important. Let me just start off with a couple comments. What's going on, you see here today, is really the grassroots work of getting vaccinations out to people throughout the state of Ohio. They have a choice today. They have Johnson & Johnson. They have Pfizer. I asked which were they picking. They seem to be fairly even. Some people came in, they wanted Johnson & Johnson. Some people came in, they wanted the Pfizer. A lot of people have appointments. They're also taking people who walk in today. And so, very, very positive. We're trying to do this throughout the state. I want to thank Melba Moore and the local health department, Cincinnati City. They're doing a fine job. So is Hamilton County. We work very, very closely with them and with the mayor, and so things are, I think, going well. Let me give you some data points. Very good news today. At 2 o'clock, we put out the new figures for the number of vaccinations, first doses reported today. That number is 45,889. So it's been a long time since we've seen over 40,000 cases reported. Now, so that's very, very, very good. Those cases didn't all occur yesterday. I'm going to explain this as I go through the data. They go back, some of them were yesterday, some were the day before, some that got the shot the day before, maybe even 3 or 4 days before that. But since we came out with the Vax-a-Million, we've seen a dramatic change in number of people getting vaccinated in Ohio. Quite candidly, it started going down significantly when the Johnson & Johnson was taken off the market for a while, and really did not start to come back until several days after we announced the Vax-a-Million. I had our team today pull some of these numbers. We have now seen, this is a little different than we gave you yesterday because this is over a longer period of time. We're now seeing a 45% increase in vaccinations. If you go back and look Friday to this Wednesday, 45% increase over the previous week. So very, very excited about that. We're certainly moving in the right direction. We're seeing some real enthusiasm among 12 to 15-year-olds. It's interesting as we look at who has been vaccinated, the numbers of those 12 to 15 who have been vaccinated versus how many of those have actually signed up. We're seeing a very, very significant high number of the 12 to 15-year-olds who have gone online and signed up for the potential to get the free scholarship for 4 years to any state university in Ohio. So that's very, very interesting. We're also seeing, and this is again shows the interest in the Vax-a-Million, and I have to be careful how I say this because the security people tell me I can't give the exact number, but we can now say that we have millions with an S of people who have now signed up. And just to remind everyone, the deadline for this first draw, the first draw will take place on Monday. The deadline to sign up for that draw is midnight Sunday night. So midnight Sunday night is the last time to get into this draw. Once you're signed up, you stay in there for all 5 weeks draws, whether you're under 17 or under, or whether you're 18 and older. It doesn't matter. You're in. Once you're in, you're in. So we're moving in the right direction. Our ticket out of this virus, our ticket out of this pandemic is through vaccinations. And we're happy where we are, but we still have a ways to go. Very happy with the increase that we have seen since we announced the Vax-a-Million, and we're moving forward. But every day we just have to continue to work at this, because this is how we get out of this, the pandemic that we're in, and how we get back to great summers with Reds baseball and whatever you want to do. So happy. Anyone else want to? Anybody talk? Anybody? Cease? Come on, stand up here. Come on, don't be bashful.
I'm just so, I said, well, that's a really, really out of the box way that you thought of, Governor.
Are you sure that's what you really thought? You sure didn't think that guy is crazy?
No, because I said maybe I can sign up. But no,
you can't win.
No. But seriously, as the governor has said, the way out of this is vaccines. If everybody gets vaccinated, as many as possible, the sooner we get folks vaccinated, the better our lives can be. And I'm just so proud to see that the numbers are up, and hopefully we can continue this momentum and get everybody going.
Great.
Thank you.
Anybody else?
I'm going to say this before the before the Vax-a-Million,
I got the mic. I'm get
we
close
were
to you.
working real hard to make sure that African Americans were getting signed up. And I want to make sure that we point to Renee Mahaffey Harris, who did a fabulous job in making sure that we got our folks signed up, because there's always that little fear and whatever else is going on. And I don't think that the Vax-a-Million did it because most people don't think they're going to win anyway. But it's important for us to do
Right. I think it'll work out. Go ahead, Chairman Michelle. Oh,
You can't win. I keep telling you, Senator.
His friends can win though, right? So his friends and, you know, lots of folks can win. So I think Vax-a-Million was a great idea. So thank you for doing that. I think that's great. Anything that gets people to sign up, because this is how we get through this pandemic. We get vaccinated, we get safe, that we can take off these masks, not just outdoors, but indoors. We can hug each other. We can visit our family. We can go to nursing homes after we're all vaccinated and we're safe. So this is so important in moving us forward, making sure our businesses are open, our restaurants are open, that we're back out there, our schools are open. I mean, this is the key, getting vaccinated. So thank you for all you're doing. Thank you, Renee Mahaffey Harris. Thank you, Cincinnati Health Department, Hamilton County Health Department, everybody for and media for really getting the word out. We appreciate it. So thank you.
So I want to add. I have a question for you down here.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, one more.
So I want to thank your Chief Equity Officer, Jamie Carmichael, who we have
Good.
worked with to create a toolkit for the state, for organizations to be able to educate about what the clinical trials are, what the vaccines are about. So it's that information and knowledge that really has helped move me. So I thank your team that has done a phenomenal job across the state.
Thank you.
So
Thank you for what you do. Information is important.
Yes.
It's vital. And, you know, look, we have one goal, and that is for anybody who wants the vaccine in the state of Ohio to be able to get it, and get it in a place that's convenient for them.
That's right.
And that's what we're working at every day.
Yes, we are. Thank you.
Get to that.
Governor, other states are now following your lead. Talk a little bit about communication you've had with other governors around.
Well, we've received inquiries, I think, from 10 different states about how we were doing it. And, you know, it's interesting. So far, we've seen 2 other states that are doing it. They're doing it a little different than we're doing it. But I think, you know, it's whatever we can do. I think everybody understands that our ticket back out of this virus pandemic is really through the vaccine. It is powerful. It is effective. It works very, very well. And, you know, we want to make sure everybody, like this today, it's wonderful. People have the opportunity to get the vaccination, and Fran and I were able to talk to several people in there, and you know, frankly, some of them had been hesitant about it. You know, they just were hesitant about it, and you know, we were happy to see they were getting it. And look, this is a process. It's not going to be over one day or 2 days. It's a process, and we just need to continue to move forward.
Any areas of the state that you're concerned about? I mean, we've done a great job down here in Hamilton County, but any areas that place a little
Well, I
concern?
think, look, I think you know, you can look at the numbers, and there are some counties that certainly the vaccination rate is not as high, and I worry about that. Just listening to what the doctors tell us and epidemiologists. You know, we want to drive this virus to the ground, and we don't want it coming back up in the winter. We want to be able to have our kids in school. We want to be able to not wear masks. We want to go to ball games. We want to go see our grandkids. You know, all the things that people have told Fran and told me as we travel around the state. Why are you getting the vaccine? And it's just so personal. You know, it almost makes you cry. It's personal. I haven't seen my grandmother. Somebody told us it for a year. I want to go see my grandmother. You know, I want to hug my grandkids. It's just, you know, these are just personal things. Important. Anybody else? Okay.
So, Governor, I think, Curtis, you wanted to talk to 101?
Yeah, sure, we can do that. Sure. Okay. Anybody?
You want it back?
Governor, Charlie Wimber.
Charlie, say something. Come on, jump up here, man.
If I could just say one thing to everybody, maybe I'll let him get his stuff.
No, we're good.
Okay.
Hold on to that one. That's ours. Put that one back. Oh,
If I could just say, if I could just say one thing on behalf of this wonderful governor, with this lottery, you hit the jackpot this time. Can we give him a round of applause, everybody? Thank you, Governor. Thank you.
How you want to do this?
So I'm going to take this. I'm going to give him the stick.
Okay. You want this whole back?
Yeah.
Go here in the shade.
Curtis wants to take that. Thank you.
Yeah. We'll just go over here in the shade. How have you been?
I'm good.
Have you had yours? Did you have
Interview. It was very good.
It's been a wild year, though. You know?
Yeah. Who would have ever thought out of, I mean, we were talking to you about gun reform and things of that nature. And the next thing you know,
it's just crazy. Time sort of stopped for 14 months.
Well, you figure in a span of about 2 years, you went through a devastating tornado, then the shooting, and then this. I mean, every time you thought there was going to be,
But we're coming out of this, so I feel good about it.
So let's talk about this. That's a good place. We're coming out of this. I know a lot of people are still, what is out of this? Because, you know, you still got to wear your mask if you're not vaccinated and things of that nature. How are we coming out of this?
You know, I think we're doing well. Anybody who's been vaccinated feels good about it. They're very positive. They can go see their grandmother. They can go see their grandkids. Do an interview like this. Go to the Reds game. Go see soccer. I mean, whatever you want to do, you can do it. People who have not been vaccinated still, you know, there's still a significant risk because the virus is still out here. The more of us every day, and we're seeing people right now getting vaccinated. Every time someone has been vaccinated, it's like putting money in the bank in the sense that in a few weeks they're going to have the immunity and they're not going to be able to get it and they're not going to be able to spread it. So, you know, we're now about 43% of all the people in the state of Ohio have been vaccinated. I think it's 53% of the adults. And we just have to keep grinding this out and keep doing it. And you know, we feel good. We've seen a significant increase, you know, since we announced the Vax-a-Million. It's 45% up. We were trending down and had been trending down, I think, for 3 weeks when that happened. We needed a boost. That kicked it back up. We've seen a 45% increase in the number of 16-year-olds and above who are getting vaccinated. So, you know, every day we worry about, are we getting more people vaccinated, but today was a great day.
On a personal note, how have you been? I mean, we've talked about everything else, but you're standing on the front line of this every single day. And I mean that sincerely. How have you been in dealing with this over the past 14 months?
Well, I think, you know, Fran and I are doing fine. I have Fran to take care of me, which is the best blessing anybody could have. But, you know, for us, it was not being able to get close to grandkids. Not being able to, you know, spend more time with them. We'd see them, but we'd be outside. But you know, the people, when you compare what we've gone through versus what a nurse who is in dealing with COVID patients every day, or families who've lost somebody, or a COVID patient who is now in a long-term recovery, you know, what we have done, what Fran and I have done, just pales by comparison to you know, the sacrifice that they have made. So there's some real heroes in this state, and sometimes they're unsung heroes. But you know, people who are battling this every single day, whether they worked in our nursing homes, whether, you know, people who work at a grocery store. You know, I talked to a guy the other day, and you know, young man, and he had been there every day at the grocery store bagging people's groceries. And he never got it, but he worried about it, and he was at the front line. So those are the people that we need to thank.
One final question. This shifts a little bit to the dollars and cents of this. You pulled the $300 off the table, if you will. Talk a little